guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're gonna start off. I guess you already know by the title, so I won't say it. This is the first part of it. So yeah, let's get started. When he swore, he was playing with Bakugo, with the kids. And when he was playing, there's a big dog that even Bakugo cannot handle. Because first thing first, he's not strong enough and he don't have his quirk yet. So they were running because they don't want to get eaten by the dog, because it's literally that big. That dog have a quirk. His quirk is water manipulation, and because of that water manipulation, his teeth become sharper because there's water in his teeth, and his teeth grow, and pretty much there's water flowing through his paw. So he's pretty much fast, and his strength are endurance. So what they could do is run for his life. And while he's running, he tripped, and of course the dog catch up. He was about to eat him until Deku raised his hands, and there's so many bones going through the dog. And pretty much it's a little bone, but it still hurt a lot. But it's a little bone, so when the dog see it, he pretty much run through to the bone, because dogs loves bone. So he runs to the bone, but of course his one problem is that's magic bone. So when he touch it, it does so much damage. So he touched all of them, and sorry about the background though. So yeah, let's get going again. So when he summoned so many bones and the dog touched it, he pretty much get knocked out immediately, and Deku itself get knocked out. And Bakugo and the other kids sees the power of Izuku, and they go and fanboy of Izuku's power. But of course, they go to the teacher and say that Deku is pretty much sleeping. And boom, they get his mother and go to the work doctor and do the test, and boom, they said, sorry mom, but he has no work. But how was he able to do that? To get some bones out of his own freaking mind. And boom, and pretty much Deku showed it to the doctor, and the doctor was shocked through his mind, and he said maybe because of the bone manipulation, they thought he was corpus. But of course that's not the case. He just have magic. and he's turning into a bone. They see his hands decaying until not really decaying. His hands turning into bones until his whole hands turn into a bone, and all of his skin turn into white and super pale until they're turning into a bone. Not really bone, like Sans bone, like this bone, like that bone. So yeah, and his eyes, his white pupils become black, and his green pupils become white until 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 all of his body does it, and boom, pretty much done.
No, wala ko nakikinig na tunog sa'yo.
And
Joke lang, may nakikinig ako na, no?
everything, he's a skeleton now. So yeah, and when he becomes skeleton, he just pretty much go through Inko and his son go to their house, and the doctor says practice it a little bit, like creating some bones and that, and Isuku does that. But of course, he's already controlling it. But of course, he don't have every single ability yet. So let's go. Deku activate the bone ability. Of course, nothing else. And he's struck. And when the day has come out, he sleep until the day has come in. So what he does is go through the beach and train his bones through the bone. Sorry. Turn his bones into a Gaster Blaster. And it's a baby Gaster Blaster. It's not so big and not so little. It's not that big. It's smaller than that. So yeah, smaller Gaster Blaster. So yeah, my special. If you didn't know, my special. I'm only doing as a Dragon Ball. What if it's special? And of course, I'm not just gonna do one part of that special. I'm gonna use all of it. So yeah, don't worry about it. So now let's go. So, well, Deku was going and destroying every single trash in the beach with his Gusto Blaster, which not so strong and not so weak. He's getting stronger. While he's doing that, he's getting really exhausted until it's turned into an hour. And when it turned into an hour, he pretty much passed out. And when he goes and wake up, he wake up in a black zone where there's reset and continue. So he clicked reset, and he reset when he was training, and he don't know how to create a Gaster Blaster yet. And when he create the Gaster Blaster, it's as strong as he was doing when he was training. So he can train every single day without going through his home because he's wasting too many hours. So he pretty much does that until 30 times. He does that 30 times and he stops. When he pass out, he just click continue. And now he's training not to, and this Gusto Blaster are as big as, not that one, as big as this one, but not as strong as this one. You already see the design because it's stronger. Just as big as that one, but not as strong as that one. So yeah, a bigger and a little and stronger Gusto Blaster. And his bone, he's training the bone too. So yeah, it's got bigger. It as big as this, that one, that surroundings hands. Yeah, it as big as that one. But of course, it's still not as strong as that one. So yeah, and now he's trying to get the reset without passing out. He tried to do this, and pass of the time, it become pass of the time. 2 hours later, he finally did it, and when he finally did it, he just click reset and do it again until he mastered it. And when he mastered it, he can fully does it without any problem. And he wanted to perfect it, so he pretty much does it again until he perfect it. And when he does perfect it, he just reset it again and train his Gusto Blaster until he pretty much teleported. And he teleported and he reset, does that again. He does that until there's one ability again that goes through him. What's that ability? Determination. Yeah, he got the ability of determination. And when he got the ability of it, boom, that's open. And of course, when he got the ability of it, there's so many that he didn't even know this time. And now let's go to this. He has not so many.
Kuya, alam ko.
Sorry if I'm not saying anything. There, sorry. So there's pretty much many, and I mean many Gusto Blaster he can create at once. So he can create one Gusto Blaster and combine it with another one. But he can just combine 10 of the Gusto Blaster. And he can create 100 of Gusto Blaster at once without any waiting for a second and do it. Without any if that, at once. And his magic increased a lot. So yeah. And he goes back to his mother. Now let's time skip through the high school. Not in the high school. Let's time skip through yeah, the high school.
Nine?
The high school, yeah. Let's time skip through the high school. So when he's in the high school, he pretty much have so many, no, not so many, every ability of Sans. Even some ability of error. Not everything he can just create error Gasobuster. And he's 100 times stronger than Sans. Yeah. Deku is 100 times stronger than Sans. And he has error Gasobuster. But he can only create 2 Gasobuster of error. And he can, and he has some strings, but of course he cannot use them for long because that's a waste of magic. And pretty much, yeah. Now let's go to the real story began. So there's no one, at least I know, does this. Yeah, this is what if Sans, what if Deku was Sans, but I've seen no one doing this. So let's do it. So Sans, or you can say his nickname at this point was they call him Sans, and he almost always smiles. Not in a creepy way, like this smile, like Sans doing right now. That smile. There we go. Not this smile. That's a creepy smile, you know. So that smile. And when he's pretty much going through his original way and walking and pretty much seen a hole. Yeah, you know what I'm getting. And he tried to see if anyone's there. He's in a mountain right now. And yeah. And now he accidentally slipped. And boom. When he slipped, he bumped his head through the freaking floor. And boom. He accidentally teleported. And when that happened, we've seen Sans going through Snowden, and all the monster of Snowden said, "We're a monster from the underground." Through Chara, yeah, he's in the Chara. His Chara is still alive in him, and yeah, he's still not in the. And Chara sees Sans, and he pretty much goes and you're a skeleton. Wow, I never seen a monster skeleton before. And Sans said, yeah, thanks for the compliment, I guess. That's a compliment, not a no, not any non-compliment, just to say, because that means he's rare to everyone in there. So yeah, so yeah, and he pretty much goes up and rented a house until he find another skeleton, Guster, and he pretty much go with Guster. Of course, Guster don't know his everything, and Sans show him his magic. When he showed him his magic, Guster was surprised, and he pretty much show him his blaster. Of course, he's not calling it Guster Blaster now, but of course, he fit when he think about it, Gaster. This is my blaster. See? Gaster blaster. Wait a minute. Hey Gaster, can I give you your name to the blaster so it will, it's kind of cool, like Gaster blaster, and you will get praise for it. You created a strong, at least the you have a name of the strong blaster. Yeah, and Gaster agree with, and Sans pretty much show all of his abilities. But of course, not pretty much all of it, because there's so many, because he knows that that he's a half human. Because in this one, his father is pretty much a monster, but he's transformed. His ability is he can transform into anyone. So he's transforming into a human, and that's what he does. And he's a skeleton, but he's not strong. And pretty much Inko is still Inko. He's still Inko. So that's why he's so strong. Yes, determination, every single thing that a human has, and he has every single thing that a monster has, except he's stronger than all of the monster, and even more stronger than Sans. So, yeah. So, he's training with Gaster and showing him or many of his abilities and training Gaster to learn many of his abilities. But of course, Gaster has his own Gaster Blaster. His Gaster Blaster have a big horn, and the eyes of the Gaster Blaster are not white as like Sans. Oh, and like I said, every single thing that Sans have. So he has blue eyes too. And he has two blue eyes. Two blue eyes. Even a red eyes. If red, he can only have one red eye. I get it from Fell because I really like his eyes. I get it for Fell. He can use two of the Fell eyes too, and his attack will increase dramatically, and his health too. But blue eyes, his attack will decrease so much more than the red eyes. But no, nothing increase. Defense and attack just increase in blue eyes. But in red eyes, everything increase. So if he can combine red and blue eyes, but only one eye. He can only use one eye if he combine the two of them. He cannot use combine the red and blue eyes, and then there's red and blue eyes in the other one too. He just can only use one. So yeah, he can use, I'm gonna get a spoiler, and yeah, he can use it in the future because he will go through the Sans AU. So let's go. And you already know that he's getting more and more ability, and Gaster is getting more and more stronger. And of course not stronger than Sans, but he's getting stronger. Even his son, which is Paparius, is getting a little bit more stronger. His attack consumes so much magic, but his attack consumes more magic, and his attack are so much stronger. But of course, not stronger than Gaster and Sans. But of course, it's easy to dodge. Every single thing that Papyrus throw at us is easy to dodge. But of course, it's not so easy to dodge. So to get that out of there, and yeah, he has orange, Sans has orange attack too. To get him to be stronger, he have blue and orange attack. Now, let's time skip to Fisk. You already know every single thing that Fisk done, but of course, it's a little bit different. Let's go to Fisk Gym. Fisk is and I'd like to say this to you. Sans is, or you can say Deku is immortal at age, not in, any weird way. He's immortal at age. So yeah. And it's already 100 years. This is Uraraka Sans son. But of course, grandson. Not son. Sorry about that. This is Uraraka grandson. But of course, he's only Uraraka's. He don't have any of Uraraka's, personality. Even a little bit of it. And of course, we know Chara is going to be in here. So let's go. So this is a genocide route. And don't worry. I'm gonna create non-genocide route. So yeah. I'm gonna do this until it's become 1 hour. Yeah. 1 hour is a lot. But for me, this is worth it. Because it's worth it for me. So let's go. So pretty much goes through every single thing until it's out of, everything. I will not stop until it goes through this. So now let's go. Deku is going. Fisk is going through the field, and he's in Flowey. Flowey said every single thing that he said in original. Now let's go to the attack. Flowey said, you just need to collect every single thing. You just need to collect every single petals. And of course, Fish collected every single pellets. But of course, he didn't know that it was a trap, and boom. And this is when Chara came in. Chara pretty much was gonna stab Flowey, but of course, Toriel came and that's what he does. And everything went the same there until Toriel was gonna die. But of course, the mighty skeleton, which is Sans, came in. Hey, Toriel. Of course, Chara knows who is it and his voice, and they're pretty much good friends. Chara and Sans are so good friends, and he knows that Sans suffer a lot because of Chara being dead, and he even because of that suffer, he become lazy. Not so lazy, of course, he's still training, and that's what he does. And pretty much, Gaster died too, to the void, because of his machine. And Sans is so smart, but not as smart as Gaster, so he don't know how to recreate it. And he suffered a lot, and he become lazy. And of course, Chara was the only one that knows how Sans feel, and he knows Sans suffer for his death, but his mom and his dad didn't even suffer that much. They're just arguing and do whatever they want. And Sans, he does not argue. He just suffer from himself. He knows that if he's there, he would have saved him. But of course, Chara forgave him. But of course, when Trish was gonna stab Toya, Sans created a bone defense. Oh, and Chara didn't know how strong Sans is. So yeah, that don't matter. That don't matter. He doesn't know how strong Sans is. So his knife didn't go through the bone. But Chara knows how strong Papyrus, but of course not Sans. And boom. Hey kid, now let's go through every single thing that I will do right now. I'm going serious mode. Hey kid, what are you doing here? Why are you killing this person? And why are you in here? Isn't the young human supposed to not be in here? Human. It's bad. It's bad to kill. Even though I know you need to kill to protect yourself, because your HP bars are pretty much not so strong. But don't kill too much. Don't kill that much that you really in going to the genocide path. At least have a little bit level. Do not go in a killing spree. Just kill someone who wants to die, or just kill someone who doesn't really want anything in life. But of course, don't kill someone like Toya. And Frisch said, or you said, you can pick in there. So yeah, this is still the flight. This is now Frisch and Chara. Chara said, Chara said, I don't care. I'm gonna kill. Chara said, I don't care. I'm gonna kill him. And it, of course, she's trying to break the bone barrier. Hey kid, I don't want any human to be involved by this.
What do you think?
And like Toyo said, Asgore is a difficult person. She's a person that don't want anything from humans. She wants to kill many humans to break the barrier. So you need to stop this. Because if you don't stop this, Stop this, kid. It will be the end of you. Even if you are at level 20, it's hard to destroy Asgurg. Of course, you can destroy him if you're that strong. But you need to go through me first. Sorry, kid. This is your last choice. Sorry, Sam. Sorry, but I will still do this. And Sans teleported away. And Chara or Fish break the bone, but of course si Toriel disappeared with some kind of magic of sands. So Chara said, ah, and Fish said, oh, thank God. That was Fish said. And when he said that, every single monster go through shelter. Don't worry, Fish or Chara will still find a way to get through level 20. Now let's get going through the judgment hole. Chara doesn't know who's the judgment royal, so he will be shocked and he will want to find out who is it. So yeah, when he found out who is it, he pretty much gasped. So he's that strong, huh? So now let's get into the battle. Sans created 3 Gaso Blaster, which pretty much kill Chara, but he respawn or reset, or you can say continue. He always died in the first. He died in the first attack, and here's, of course, Sans said, that is perfect. Of course, he knows that they reset because he pretty much have the reset itself. The expression. It's pretty much looks like you died twice in a row. Then let's make it a third. And he pretty much kills him every single time until Chara had enough and control Frisk itself. And he pretty much dodged every single attack that Sans does in the first attack until he does this. 10 bones through his left and blue magic on his heart that pretty much cook him, and boom, he pretty much got low. His HP got so low, and boom, he got HP got so low again until it has go down and down. And no, he's not in level 20, but he is in level 17 because he did not get so many underground blaster. So yeah, Toriel and Undyne, and of course Toriel, Undyne, and Papyrus is still alive. That's only the 3 that pretty much is in Undertale that's important. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, I will still go in here. I'm not gonna end here, but yeah. So what Sans, he's still in his face, and pretty much Chara dodging every single thing that Sans attack was until he create one eye of his eye and create a strong Guster Blaster. That Guster Blaster destroyed, almost destroyed the box. The box destroyed. This was strangled away. Every single thing in that box almost got destroyed. And of course, Chara itself has 1 HP. And he healed himself. And Chara said, Sans is this strong. He's even stronger than my father. And yeah, what he does is, now Sans was pretty much pissed off right now. And he's so pissed off that he even he's so pissed off that he even created a big Guster Blaster, this big, just to kill Frisk himself. And of course that doesn't work because Chara easily dodged it, and that go on until Sans was running out of stamina. Of course, he was lazy and he was training by strength but not in stamina, so his stamina was so low until his attack grows slower and weaker. Of course, Chara knows that. Of course, he's still dodging. Sakara knows that he needs to slice to kill Sans because his HP is so high. Sans, Chara knows how high his HP level is, but of course he doesn't know how strong he is, just to say. And what's pretty much Sans do, he knows that he's running out of stamina. He created 2 combined Guster Blaster, which I'll show you what it looks like. No, not that one. This one. It looks like this one. Sorry about that. It looks like this one. This one. There we go. That one. And it's super strong. It one-shot every single human that he faced. But of course, it didn't one-shot Chara. He almost died, but of course didn't die. And Sans get to Mercy because he knows that he can end this quickly if he wants to. That's of course because he's still going in Mercy mode, but of course his magic are depleting and his stamina are so low, so he cannot use his special attack now. So what he does is use his old special attack, which is when Chara is in here. He pretty much not show Chara, but of course Chara knows that his special attack are strong. So he's pretty much almost died at the end, and pretty much Sans just go and sleep. He's sleeping. until boom. He got sliced, and of course, Sans goes and go in his eyes, goes and bam. You really thought I'm not gonna kill you, huh? You really thought you could kill me with one shot? Let's say about that. And he summoned 50 guys to pasta. That's about his kinda like his special attack. But of course, that's not the real special attack, a weaker version. Let's get going! He pretty much killed Chara, and Chara reset, but of course, keep doing his special attack until his body can't handle it. His every single magic lost him. And Ink itself was seeing all of this. He knows that the original Sans is stronger than himself.
Lagyan ka na yung sa ano?
And he need to find this. Oh no, and he don't know that he's a human. But of course, and he will not find out his ability. We all know that he's gonna reset because he's gonna die about this time now, and he will not. Ink will not know because he's pretty much go out and try finding his AU. He just tries finding error. So when he died, Chara knows that Chara just go and trying finding Asgore, but when he feel it, San said, "Hey kiddo, you forgot about me." And he died. Chara died itself at the end of there, and boom. He was stunned. He's that strong. Wait a minute. He can reset, and boom. That's when he died again. And he died and died, and boom. That's all I'm gonna do for now. So bye.